Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Mrs. Ram Shahid here from Pakistan School Salala. Dear students, we already have discussed about formation of compounds. Why do atoms they join together to form compounds? Because they need some stability, like group 8 members, and then they make compounds, and they need some joining force that we studied was chemical bond. So chemical bond, one type of chemical bond, that was ionic bond, formed by the transfer of electrons and formation of ions. So now here we have to see another type of chemical bond. Today we have to see, let's see, the name of that type is covalent bond. Dear students, we have seen different types of compounds formation, like joining atoms, they join together to form a chemical bond. A type of chemical bond we have studied in our previous lesson, that chemical bonds, they are of two types. If atom they join together to form a compound, different atoms, if they join together to form a compound by transfer of electron, that bond is called ionic bond. That was our previous lesson. Today we will see, if the atom they form compound not by transferring electron, how do they form compound? They will form compounds by sharing of electrons. And sharing of electrons, the bond formed by sharing of electron among atom, is definitely called as covalent bond, where the electron they will share their electron by their valence shells. So we will see how this happens. Dear students, we have to see covalent bond is formed among non-metals, and non-metals are the top right part of the periodic table, like carbon, nitrogen, oxygen family, and halogen family. They all have their valence shell partially filled, and they want to complete their valence shell by gaining electrons. So they will be share electrons among themselves. So non-metal they form covalent bond by sharing of electron, so that their valence shell should be completed, like noble gases, 8 group of the periodic table. So covalent bond is formed between atoms by sharing of minimum one pair of electron. Both atoms need to contribute for bond formation. Each atom will give at least one electron and share pair of electron. And you can see that in the diagram, that when both atoms they share their electron, the electrons they reside in the sharing region, that is between two atoms in their valence shell. So that's why they can have complete their electronic configuration or their valence shell configuration as like noble gases. We have to see covalent bond formation among chlorine atoms. Each chlorine atom has 7 electrons in its valence shell, and they need 1 electron to complete it. When they join together, when they contribute, they share one pair of electron among themselves. What happens? You can see in this example that each chlorine has completed its octet, that is 8 electron in this and 8 electron in this atom. So you can see that by sharing electron, chlorine molecule is formed, having formula Cl2. Dear student, we will see formation of water molecule. Water molecule have two hydrogen and one oxygen. Hydrogen atomic number is 1, okay, and it have 1 electron its valence shell, so it needs 1 electron to complete its valence shell. An oxygen atom has 8 electron, 2 electrons in first shell and 6 electron in the second shell. So it also needs, if you see its valence shell, outermost shell have 6 electron, it needs 2 electrons to share. So what it will do, it will share, oxygen will share its 2 electron with hydrogen atom. So hydrogen, each hydrogen atom, and so there will be a formation of covalent bond. So as you can see, the water structure also, oxygen is in the middle, and 2 hydrogen atoms are attached with it. You can see many models of water here in the picture. Our water molecule is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms share their electrons with 1 oxygen atom. This gives each hydrogen atom 2 electron, and the oxygen atom now has 8 electron in its valence shell. So in this way you will learn how to draw the diagram of water molecules. You can draw oxygen valence shell and hydrogen valence shell, and you have to show electrons in the sharing region. And dear students, make sure that hydrogen electrons when you are representing, so one atom should be given dot electrons representation, and other atom should be given cross electron representation. So do practice for drawing of these diagrams of covalent molecules. As you can see, water molecule, its model structure as well, and its electronic structure as well. And you can also for covalent bond, it's not necessary to draw all the shells. You can also have only outermost shell to draw the atom, so that you can show the structure of an atom. Now let's have a look on another example of methane. You can see here carbon atom having 4 electron in its valence shell. So it's not happy, it needs 4 electron to complete its valence shell. So what it will do, it will need some atoms to share its valence shell with it. So what happens, so 4 hydrogen atom, they will be making a covalent bond with carbon atom. So each hydrogen, you can see, have 2 electrons in the valence shell now, which are residing here in the sharing region, and carbon is having again 8 electron in the valence shell, means outermost shell. So carbon has completed its electronic configuration and moved towards to stable configuration like noble gases, 8 electron in the outermost shell. And hydrogen also have gained a stable electronic configuration like having 2 electrons in the valence shell. So in this way, a covalent bond formation results in the stability of an atom, so that each atom in the molecule have gained stability by sharing the electron. Let's, dear students, see another example of a covalent bond, that is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide has 2 oxygen and 1 carbon. Carbon oxygen atomic number is 8, so it have 8 proton and 8 electrons, 2 in the first shell and 6 in the outer shell. So it needs 2 electrons to complete its octet. So carbon, if you see, have 6 proton, 6 electron, 2 in the first shell and 4 in the outermost shell. So carbon needs 4 electrons to complete its octet. So as you can see, how can they make a covalent bond? They will make a covalent bond by distribution, by sharing of 2 electrons from each atom. As you can see that carbon is giving 2 electron and oxygen is giving 2 electron, and hence the sharing region contains 4 electron here. Same is the case with this carbon and oxygen. What happens? 2 from the valence shell, outermost shell of this carbon, and 2 electron from the oxygens, and sharing region contains 4 electrons. So in this way, a covalent bond is developed between 1 carbon and 2 oxygen, and if you count the electrons in the valence shell of this oxygen, they are 8, 2, 2 and 4 this. So this shell is, valence shell is complete for oxygen. So oxygen is happy and enjoying the electronic configuration towards stable configuration, that is noble gas configuration. And the carbon, if you see, this is valence shell of carbon and 4 electron this and 4 this. So that is the reason they share, these atoms, they share electrons, so that they can enjoy stable electronic configuration like noble gases. And now please count this oxygen atom valence shell electron. They are also 8. 4 over here out and 4 here in the sharing region. So each atom in the molecule of carbon, one carbon and two oxygen atoms, they have complete valence shell, outer shell configuration by sharing of atoms. So covalent bond has given them easier way to make a molecule of carbon dioxide. So now it's an activity time, dear students. I have sent you this as an homework this week. So what you have to do, it's a very short form of periodic table, and I have filled some elements with their charges over here. Number one task is that you will be learning these ions, like ions, and plus you also will be learning their group number, group name. That is, you can say, a recap of previous periodic table lesson. So there are short questions that I have given you. You will be doing it by watching my previous periodic table activity. Then you will be able to do that. So what is you will be doing that in this activity? You have to see the first group. Vertical lines in the periodic table are group, and in the group, first group is called as alkali metal, and I have given you three examples of alkali metals, like lithium, it have one positive charge, sodium, one positive charge, one we don't write with positive, may or may not we can write. So potassium, we have again one positive charge. Again there is second group called as group vertical line, it is called as alkaline earth metal, and it have beryllium having +2 charge, magnesium have +2 charge, calcium +2 charge. And then there are these non-metals. These non-metals, among non-metals, carbon family, we do not give any charge to that. Okay, for aluminium we can give +3 charge. And here comes the charges. Nitrogen family have got -3 charge, oxygen have -2, fluorine, halogens, all they have, chlorine, they all have -1 charge. And you can see that there is no any charge given over here. And this group, final group, is called as 8 group. It is also called as 18 group. It is a noble gas group, inert gas group. So dear students, you have to give some answers of this activity with this lesson. Okay, so you have to name some ions with their charges, or some simple atoms. Some you have to give name of the first group or the name of the last group, your members of inert gases. So short questions are there, then you will be, if you listen this explanation, you will be able to explain that easily. Dear students, hopefully you have after finishing this video lesson, you will be able to understand the concept of covalent bond formation, and you have seen certain examples of carbon dioxide, methane formation, chlorine formation, and water formation. So you will be doing practice of drawing of these covalent structures, showing their electrons in the valence shell, and as well as their structures. So dear students, you have to practice for this covalent bond, and hopefully you will be enjoying the video lessons coming from your school. Study well and do your work on time. Thank you.